Cota Sports Talk Facebook, by the way of RSV Entertainment. Got my brother in here, Eric, my nigga Mac B. We finna start. We're gonna drop this episode sometime next week. Cota Sports Talk episode 1. We got our live viewers here, we got the camera here. We need y'all viewers, all the viewers. If y'all got any topics, any news y'all want to talk about related to sports, basketball, football, chime in. He was the first nigga doing no look though. He had to be the nigga to do the ball. He wanted to do the little no look, you know what I'm saying? So I thought he was tight in Foursquare. Tune in, Facebook, Cota Sports Talk.
Buddy and Curve, man.
What are you talking about?
Curve tournament this summer, man. After 3-on-3, man. Shout out to the Running with Wolves, man. 3-on-3 tournament.
You hear it?
We back this year. Running with Wolves, 3-on-3 tournament. We back this year, man. Better than ever. My guys gonna be there with me, man. Hopefully y'all come out and have a good time. Free food. Sign up your basketball team. Got 12 and under. 17 and under and 18 and under. Come sign up. Get your hoop on. Free food. And have a good time.
Okay. Who you got winning? Who you got winning the Super Bowl? That's Nick Wilson.
Oh, don't worry, they coming. Stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned, my G.
Stay tuned, Nick.
Y'all just stick around for a second, man. Y'all gonna roll a blunt. Do like I'm doing. Roll a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a nice little cup. Just enjoy the music right now. Y'all just relax for a second, man. Get y'all blunt rolled up. Get y'all pen and paper. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna be throwing out some numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Cause people who tune in and everybody who with it, who participate, you know, that don't go unchecked. So I do an algorithm. Everybody who do it the most, I'm gonna send you a number, and then know that like on one of our major events, I'm gonna call your number out. You just come pick your prize up.
That way. We're gonna try to get a lot of sports prizes, man. A lot of sports prizes.
Prizes and everything. Stay tuned. About 1 more minute. We finna kick this off. Cota Sports Talk, episode 1, RSV Entertainment. My nigga Lil E, Eric Norris. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have an alias. My alias from now on is Slow Leak. Yeah, go to YouTube, Facebook, YouTube page, Slow Leak.
Slow Leak.
Shout out to my nigga at work that thing.
Man, my man, nickname Slow.
My nigga at work was like, man, you got a YouTube channel? Hey, my nigga at work, no, look, my nigga at work, that is tight. My nigga at work was like,
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw Slow Leak, man, I thought
you saw Slow Leak, buddy. You see, Harry? My nigga at work was like, hey, look here, young dog, right? Like 21. He like, man, he got a YouTube channel, he got a music on. He like, man, you got a YouTube? He went on my phone like, man, that YouTube name, John. I said, real name? I said, yeah. He said, no, I'm gonna give you a name, baby. YouTube. Oh, why it can't be? I said, what is he? He said, you know what? You know what we gonna call you? I said, what? He said, we sitting in my truck. He like, Slow Leak. I said, you cold for that, what? My wife said that too, like, who the fuck is Slow Leak on YouTube? Nigga, you burning? Huh? I said, what you mean? He said, man, don't matter, baby. Like, come on, man, Slow Leak, buddy. He said, you just leaking with game anyway. Like, you got something with game. It's a slow leak word for game. I said, ooh, Slow Leak. You hear me?
That's cool.
J. Cota, a.k.a. Slow Leak on YouTube.
Hey, like I said, if you like it, I love it.
Buddy, shout out to my nigga, I forgot my dog name. That's my dog, though.
Alright, look, man, my new name gonna be Dog.
James Mitchell.
Yo, you what?
Nick Wilson.
Dog
Yada. Dante Escobar. What's good with y'all?
Lil Dog.
Hold on 1 second. One quick second, man. Y'all go ahead and get your lunch rolled up. Everything, man. We finna get it together in just a second.
Okay.
Get your beverages right.
Okay. Shout out to Bates, man. He just hit me up. I'm vibing right and tap in. I'm with you.
D Bates, what's up, baby?
I'll go holler.
Tell him to comment on here.
We gonna go holler at DeAndre Bates. Go ahead, give us a comment.
You live on there.
Go ahead, tap in, Bates. You little Robert Harris. Well, no jokes. No stinging.
Man.
What's stinging, though? You just like right here.
Dwayne Langston was good with you, sup?
Alright, are you rolled up?
Alright, yeah, I'm good.
We gonna start this off right, man. You wanna start
You
it
gotta play
up.
the music first, and then we gonna start it. All right, play it, man. We gonna let that play for.
Yeah. Bro, straight vibes, man.
Alright, so where we going? We going NFL, right?
Yeah, hold on. Do the intro.
Oh, okay. Make sure you look at that one.
Tuned in, Cota Sports Talk, episode 1, basketball and football news. Let's get it. Got my brothers in here. Oh, by the way, RSV Entertainment. You hear the instrumental playing in the background, the intro music. That's my nigga Mac V, Mac Bigger on YouTube and Facebook. He got great music, great beats. You want to shoot videos? He do all that. Tap into my homeboy. To my left, right here, we got my homeboy, Lil E, Lil Dog Nuts. Introduce yourself, baby.
You know, Eric Norris on Facebook. I'm gonna switch it. They said I need a name, so I'm probably gonna be Dog Nuts. I used to be Dog, you niggas back in the day, you know. But no, yeah, it's the first episode. We're gonna tap in with a lot of football, a lot of basketball topics, a lot of, you know what I mean? We're gonna get y'all opinion on other stuff. Next week is gonna be, look for the video next week on YouTube. It's gonna be edited and chopped down, good music from RSVIBES, my man Mac Bigger. Shout out Cota. Man, I just want to say thank you. Us being able to even speak, you know what I'm saying, about these topics and whatever. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning just want to thank whoever y'all praise to, or whatever energy, whatever it is. Thank somebody and believe in something. You can believe in me too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my homeboy Lil E, our other host and shit. I want to say thanks to these two brothers too. Without these two brothers, this wouldn't be possible. I'm doing something positive, you know what I'm saying? Podcast, you feel me? I want to say, first thing I'm going to say, every time I come on here, R.I.P. to the legend, the monster, the basketball killer, Kobe Bean Bryant. R.I.P. to the mama, we can't forget him. I'm not gonna let his name die. That's my homie, I feel like I know him. You know what I'm saying? I actually get emails frequently, you know, from the Lakers organization, but that's for another topic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the hater, yeah, okay, so.
I ain't gonna lie, you've been a Laker fan for a long time. I respect that.
10 toes, Laker fan.
No, go ahead, grab it. I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, I don't care what y'all call me. Y'all go, you know, frequently, wherever Brian go, you know, I keep my buddy pass ready. You know what I'm saying? We going to the Lake. I'm a Laker fan now. I don't care how y'all feel about it. You know,
Be a Laker bandwagoner.
It's whatever, but you didn't used to be a LeBron fan, but that's we go hit that topic.
You didn't used to be a Laker fan either.
And exactly, here we are. Here we are, sharing championship rings. You know,
Okay. Like for real though.
RSV Kobe Bean Bryant.
I would have never thought this. I would have never thought he went to the Lakers just because of Kobe being there, and he trying to be Lakers' legacy different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he know.
I just think it was just because I ain't gonna lie, Lakers a great organization to go to as far as like basketball legends go. You know what I'm saying? You got Magic, Shaq, Kareem, Will, Jerry Rick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bean. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you? You one of the greatest players ever to do it. Might as well go to LA. Shout out to LA.
They're trying to get him a statue. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's doing too. And you know his son. He might play with his son one day, but that's another topic too. We're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into the latest. Our first topic on Cota Sports Talk. Matthew Stafford trade. Okay, so if y'all don't know or ain't in tune, Matthew Stafford got traded yesterday to the Los Angeles Rams. They traded him for Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick. Future picks, by the way. Just put that out there. I think the only pick for next year they're going to get is maybe a 1st-rounder, if I'm not mistaken. So, what I'd like to say first is how much the Detroit Lions is going to miss Matthew Stafford. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I'm gonna tell you that Stafford, since Barry Sanders, he was one of the best players or most influential players on our organization.
I gotta say the second most influential. If you want to say that, it gotta be Barry and Matthew.
That's what I said, besides Barry.
Yeah,
right.
just stats wise, you know what I'm saying, putting up numbers and
Just for the D, right?
yeah, just for the Detroit Lions, you know what I'm saying? You can argue Megatron, but you know, we can say Megatron just because everybody like Megatron. But who was throwing it to him? Matt Stafford, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really have too many good quarterbacks. That's probably the best quarterback we had. And to be honest with you, Matt Stafford is a heck of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a Lions fan, but if you look at Dog stats and look at Dog what he did though, you always was in the game if you had Matt Stafford though. We're always in the game with Matt Stafford. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They lost so many close calls, but yeah, Matt Stafford definitely get his just due. What's that? You got any stats from Matt Stafford? Because a lot of people think he a bum, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody I talk to, man, they can wait. Man, they ready to shit him out, man, give him going away party. They ready to whoop him. Yeah, they ready to get rid of him, man. What you think? What they gonna be missing out of Matt Stafford? You know?
I'm gonna tell you right now, just a little personal story about me and Matt Stafford. I remember when he first got to Detroit, the first couple of seasons. They was playing somebody in NFC South. I can't remember. And people that watch the Lions know this. I remember I was watching it with my granny. Actually, rest in peace, Lucille. But
Big look.
the nigga in the fourth quarter, he got sacked. The nigga fell on him. He fell hard as hell on the ground. The nigga separated his motherfucking shoulder. He fell on the ground. He got up. He ran to the sideline. People remember this. It was on ESPN and everything. His shit was hanging. He went to the sideline. Coach like, we gotta bring you out. He said, man, he basically was like, nah, I'm not coming out. I'm good. I can throw the ball. I'm good. With a separated shoulder, they was on mind you, they down by 3. They on like the 30-yard line. A minute something left. Remember that he marched them niggas down the field, threw a touchdown, they won the motherfucking game. When I seen that, me personally, I was like, that's what you talk about. That's that Brett Favre spirit. That's that, don't take me out. But I got a couple of stats.
Mamba mentality.
That's that, back to the Mamba shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this say it. NFL.com, by the way. Couple things you don't know about Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is the all-time leader in all things quarterback for the Lions franchise. This was currently, or at this time, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, his 2,634 total completions, 30,000 passing yards, 187 touchdowns, and an 86.8 passer rate. Also, consistent gunslinger. Out of 6 seasons, he threw for 4,000 yards. Going into the 2017 NFL season, look, only New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees and former quarterback Peyton Manning have achieved more consecutive 4,000 yard seasons.
With bums.
With bums. Also, comeback king. You hear this? In the fourth quarter, you know how many comeback wins he got? In the fourth quarter since he's been in the league? 25. It's probably got more now because I just seen it. This was based on 2018. Stafford has the most fourth quarter comebacks in the NFL since 2009. That's more than Brady. That's more than Breeze. That's more than Peyton Manning. That's more than all these great quarterbacks.
I'm gonna talk for the people that hate
you. Feel me? So what we giving up?
I fuck with you.
People hate on Matthew like it was his fault. I mean, quarterbacks fuck up. Some quarterbacks fuck up. A lot of that shit wasn't his fault. He never had a complete. He had a complete fucking team maybe a couple times.
O-line.
And it was right, and it wasn't his fault. 1 year the O would be good. 1 year, you know, so the defense be good, and vice versa, this and that. He never had a solid foundation with Matthew. And me, personally, I think we gonna miss Matthew. We is. Because they didn't put enough around him to succeed. He had Calvin Johnson, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They had good offenses, a couple years, good defenses. But I personally think that Stafford is a man amongst boys and one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. And I don't care what nobody says. You feel me? That's just my personal opinion, people.
He top 10.
Now,
10.
we got people that
10 what?
we got people that
Top 10
oppose to that.
Of all time?
Of all time.
I can name 10 before him.
Top 10 of all time.
I named 10 quarterbacks before that.
No, because
Talent-wise, yeah, far as arm, my brother opposed. My brother don't think that Stafford is what I think he is.
No, I know. Let me say.
So let him chime in.
I think he great, but I just seen people do less. I just seen people do more with less.
Who?
Brady.
hell no, man.
Tom Brady has did more with less, bro.
But the organization,
or with the same,
But-
okay, the organization, whatever though. But if you great, how many playoff wins do we got?
he probably got more than every quarterback, bro.
No, how many playoff wins does Matthew Stafford have?
He has none.
But he out the top 10 right there. You ain't even got a playoff win. You can't throw your hat.
I go with the team though, bro.
Huh?
Like
Think about
that
this.
go with the whole team because the quarterback ain't the one that's bringing. It's his
The
offensive
quarterback
line.
is the quarterback.
Yeah, but
That is
he gotta still have to be
he's
protected.
the general of the team. You have zero playoff. I mean, how great? I mean, just to be honest though, just say that like, dog ain't got no playoff wins. I don't care how many times you throw the ball, completions, where you throw it to, buddy, you ain't taking this nowhere. You just basically you're traveling with no destination, buddy. You've been everywhere, but ain't been to the destination you gotta go to. You got zero playoff wins. Touch on that. I mean, but what?
He has zero playoff wins. I get that, but that's not his fault. I would say is you got to think of how many coaches you think have coached the Lions since Matthew Stafford been there.
I think it's like 10.
It's been so many. So now you got this different coach coming in, and they might got a different system than the last coach. Different offensive coordinator. Now you got to adjust to all this different shit every time. You know what I'm saying? All this that's hard to do. I'm just saying his stats. It means stats don't mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say one thing. With him being traded, now we can see. Okay, you going to I say a great team as far as organization wise. You got a great coach. You got a wonderful defense. Now what you gonna do? If this man come up with Donahoe next year,
He's not.
I'm just saying. You predicting what? How far will he go? Because I'm kind of geeked. We got somebody new. I'm kind of geek. I want to see what he gonna do. We got
What's his name?
golf position. He was just in the championship. He probably got 50,000 less yards, but he went to the chip. He got more experience in the chip than what he got.
He only 12 in yards. Though.
But one thing I'm gonna say is I don't think him being traded to the Rams was more of Matt Stafford going than golf going. Cause I got some.
So what? I mean, so what you think? What happened then? I mean,
I got the real sweet.
okay. Okay.
I'm gonna put it that. Your boy
Said he got the real
your
spill.
boy Jared Goff went down to the GM. Hold on, they ain't pulling it up. I got this.
He was in somebody's
I got
DM?
he wasn't nobody DM, but then, that's what they said. It said that Jared Goff was in a teammate. They had a teammate group chat, right? And his coach, Sean Payton, what's his name? What's his name?
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, I'm sorry. Sean McVay, girlfriend. She look cool on here. They got a nice little picture of her. Man, pull up the little picture of Sean McVay. Pull up the little picture of Sean McVay's girlfriend. It said in the group text that Jared Goff told them, I will pipe Sean McVay's girlfriend.
Chill out.
So it's right here. It's on the Bleacher Report. I will pipe her.
So my brother's saying that Jared Goff was saying, quote unquote,
My brother right now got an article he just pulled up. He's saying about Jared
It's
Goff.
it right here. No. I ain't on that.
And he was saying, Jared Goff said that he will pipe Sean McVay's wife, the head coach.
His teammate.
Wow, this is breaking news right here.
His teammate leaked it, man. I ain't playing.
His teammate leaked it.
Leaked it to the coach, man. Next thing you know, he on the first thing smoking from LA to Detroit, man.
And now he gone.
From palm trees to the D, man. Dog went from
palm trees to the D.
Man, he bumped
Hold on,
up right now.
so who did that? So who
The
did
quarterback that got traded.
The one that Jared Goff.
Man, he was
Did y'all hear that?
What number was he to get traded in? Was he number 1?
Number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Goff, yes.
That's unheard of for a number 1 pick to get traded like that.
So Jared Goff was
After
quoted.
just being 3 years ago with the championship game.
Right.
He
They
didn't-
there about 4 years.
Man, I'm really trying to hit dog.
So Jared Goff tried to hit Sean McVay's wife, and he quoted for saying that.
That whole empire's been thrown away over females, man.
Wow.
And y'all know how Rome got took it down.
Y'all looked that up
You know
too.
what I'm saying? You know. Dog
See how wrong got took it right.
The dog trying to throw more than that football in that bitch.
Man.
He was trying to.
Dog was trying to throw more than that. Man, he said.
I was
What
just
my
saying,
cousin said, he tried to score a touchdown, man. That motherfucker
Score.
tried to for real score.
He trying to score for
Sean McVay wife. Wow.
real. I said white was his girlfriend. I ain't say.
I'm sorry, Sean McVay girlfriend.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, when his teammates exposed him, and he said he will pipe, I guess he told his teammate, he will pipe Sean McVay's girlfriend. Wow. That's deep.
But he must have saw a flaw in it, man.
That is deep. So that could, see, that's, get him out of here.
Bring up another one with the hoop.
You know? Get him out of here. Yep, that's crazy.
What was that topic, bro?
Moving up.
So, we moving on from the Stafford news. Now let's go to this hoop. Basketball, NBA. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going down.
Trade.
A lot of trades is where this one trade everybody know about, the 3-headed monster, is what I said last week too.
2-headed clown with one
Yeah,
monster over
okay.
there.
This is, like I said last week, this is probably the best 3 what they call it?
Ever?
Yes, this is probably the best.
You think that's the best 3 ever?
This is the best super team we probably didn't ever seen.
You think it's better than Jordan, Rodman, and Pippen?
No, see, that's different. No. It's different because they wasn't. Listen, the difference between them and now, right?
They should do 3 different things.
Listen, no, I'm talking about the way they came together. Pippen was developed. Pippen wasn't somewhere else playing for a team, balling, head of that team, then came to Chicago, like, we're going to put these 3 niggas together. They developed Pippen.
No, but you said it's the best 3.
It's the best big 3, like, to come, like, for a nigga to come, he the man at this team, they come together and then try to win the chip. I'm talking about far as big 3, like, the Golden State Warriors when KD went there and when Bron, D-Wade, and Bosh got together. I'm talking about best big 3 as far as
To me,
that.
put together Bron, Wade, and Bosh was the best 3 did. To me.
No, they not. Do you think they're going to be better than the Brooklyn Nets big 3?
They was better than for now. What Brooklyn Nets was?
I'm talking the potential. That's why you can't say that because they just started. But that's another topic for another.
Okay, so
That's another topic for another episode though. We're gonna get into that because I just brought that up on you. So that's another little
He
topic.
ain't even playing against Washington.
Who? No, not tonight. Hard now. But so let's get into the Brooklyn Nets with they big 3. And I just seen, I think it was Friday. They scored almost. Yeah, they just signed Iman Shumpert. Yeah, I said. So I think personally, they're going to make it to the championship. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to the chip.
I don't know about all that, bro.
Let me explain. Let me tell you why. Now, they have to play a little bit of defense. They do. But I think with them, they are literally really going to outscore any team they play, except the Lakers, because I think they're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Lakers going to make it to the Western Conference Finals. They're going to play each other in the finals, and Lakers going to win in 6. That's my prediction right now. Brooklyn versus LA in the finals. Lakers going to win in 6 games. But Brooklyn Nets is going to cruise through the East. Now, my brother,
Wait, hold on, they focus on them two teams, man. I know it's more teams than
there's
that.
no team that compare. Do you agree?
Nathan, no. Well, this is why. I think they gonna blow up. I think it's gonna all blow up. My man, Kyrie Irving was just out for like 7 games. Because you just was out for 7 games for personal reasons. Because he was mad about what on in Washington or whatever, low key. Now you got a nigga like James Harden. The man during the regular season. Man, I'm talking about, man, stat stuffer. Put up all type of points, buckets, and everything. But when it comes to the playoffs, you Matt Stafford. He ain't, what has he done in the playoffs, bro? He doesn't show in the playoffs. Nothing. And then when it comes to the last shot, when it comes down to them critical moments, who gonna take it? It ain't enough basketball to pass around that team, bro. Me personally. And I feel like if Philly get a good trade, it's over for them boys. They ain't gonna make it.
I'll feel you right there.
Man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. You tuned in to Real Street Vibes, Cota Sports Talk. And let me give a couple shout outs, man. We got Justin Laster, Ralph Hader, Jay Dukes, Ray Lee, Asia, Dwayne, Nick, just going down the way.
Okay. That being said, it ain't enough. I want y'all to tap in too, man. Let me know how much y'all feel. I don't think it's enough shots to and then they egos, bro. I don't think personally KD care about what's gonna go on. But as far as Kyrie want to be the man, bro. And with them two there, bro, it's hard for him. He in the back now. Out of them 3, Kyrie is to me the least talked about. You know what I'm saying? You got KD, arguably the best player in the game right now.
Though?
KD. Kevin Durant go anywhere and gonna thrive and make their team good. A nigga like Kyrie and them. Kyrie was with the Cavaliers by himself and then go to the playoffs. Harden was in Houston and they couldn't get past the first round. KD, he was bandwagoner. You know, he went over to, but still, KD is probably arguably the best player in the game right now. Arguably, you know what I'm saying?
So basically, you saying we ain't never seen Durant by himself on a team where he had to be the definitive factor for the team.
Nah, you never seen it by himself. I don't think he'll make it as far as he.
They just played without KD and they almost scored 150.
They got scores. What I'm saying is playoff basketball different than that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You gotta play defense in playoff basketball, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Everything slow down. You know what I'm saying? You play a 7-game series against. They might not make it past Boston. I'm laughing, but Boston is a defensive-minded team, and you got boys over there that lock boys down.
Bro, but we talking about.
Okay, when you think of players in the league that you could get a ball to, right, and be like, here, go get me some buckets and lead us to a win, right?
It's a lot of players like that in the league.
But is them 3 not in that conversation?
Okay, but it's only one basketball on the court.
Somebody got to defer, right?
Yeah.
Who coming off the bench to rest them? To rest either.
They got a nice little bench. They got Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie hurt for the season, ACL.
Oh, he sure is.
That's what I'm saying.
They got Amon Shumpert. They got my man Perry.
Amon
He's straight.
Shumpert. Bomb.
They got, but you got to think in the playoffs, a lot of them niggas not gonna play no minutes anyway when the playoffs come.
They're not getting in.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, Kyrie, Harden, and Durant gonna play down there 40 minutes in the fucking playoffs. That's for sure. But I'm telling you, the difference between this big 3 and when KD was at Golden State, the big difference was Klay Thompson. Even though I love Klay Thompson, Klay can't create buckets for himself. Which means, so
that's what I'm rooting for.
You got these 3 motherfuckers that you can pick and roll these niggas all game, and they gonna put so much pressure on whoever. If Kyrie, KD, and Harden finna put, and then it will make it crazy. They could also turn into corner shooters. You could be like, you know, you could have Harden and KD doing their thing. Kyrie, sit in the corner of this whole fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. He could do that and still knock down shots and be effective. Or create if he don't. Knock, you know what I'm saying?
Detroit ain't in this conversation.
Well, that's a whole different topic because them niggas mud.
They just beat the Lakers.
Yeah, that's in the regular season. That don't mean shit. That's regular season. Anybody can lose. In the regular season, like you could lose to the sorriest team in the league. And, you know what I'm saying? But these Brooklyn boys is finna be a different monster because we've never seen three motherfuckers that put pressure on a defense like these niggas about to. All three of these niggas will give you 50 just by.
All right. With that being said, then tell them why they're not gonna beat the Lakers.
Cause
now watch this.
LeBron and AD. Cause the size is too much. Like
the conversation.
They not.
I'd rather put Kuzma in for AD.
Kuzma too, but Kuzma gotta come off that bench, baby. Shout out to Kuzma, Flint Town. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think he should start, man?
No, Anthony Davis there. He can't start.
Out of here,
no, he can't start. I love Kuzma.
You got the best.
Kuzma's one of the best role players. You know what I'm saying? But when you got, and then they got Marc Gasol too. He knocked down jumpers, big boy, this and that player. Caldwell, Pope, Schroeder. You got, but
Gasol, when you get through, Gasol just won a championship.
But the thing about Gasol is he a big man that can play D and he gonna stretch that floor too.
He can pass.
And he can pass that bitch. So it's gonna cause like you can't think about Mark. He a big boy. You can't really leave him too many times. He gonna be a factor on the court too.
He can shoot. He can do everything. He can do everything.
But the Lakers gonna beat them just off of experience anyway. You know, I don't think Brooklyn finna. I think Brooklyn is going to go to the championship, but they not going to beat the Lakers because, I mean, come on.
So Lakers going?
No, Lakers definitely going to repeat.
Lakers going to the championship.
They definitely going to repeat.
And there's no bias.
They actually got better. Like that's a scary thing. Like they got better.
Way better than last year.
Yeah, so they might repeat. To be honest with you, with Brian and AD, you know what I'm saying? Like they going to definitely repeat. You know. So let's move on.
What up, though? Anybody trying to chime in? See what y'all, shit, I'll click you in. You can put your input in. You feel what I'm saying? We can hear you loud and clear.
Get that screen right there. We'll be able to see what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's move on to the second topic.
Yeah, because we can hardly see you because we got you on the phone. We're gonna have y'all on the screen next time. But if you wanna link in, what's that shit called? What's that shit called? Link called split screen. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck is that shit called?
I don't know.
What's the weird word for it?
Just tap in. Just tap in and we'll tap you in, baby.
We'll tap you in, and if you got something to say, you know what I'm saying. If you think we don't know what we're talking about, you can always give your input.
Chime in, give your opinion. Okay, now we finna go to we gonna stick to the NBA, and now we are going to the Western and Eastern Conference standings.
At the top.
And we gonna see because it's some surprise teams at the top. It's some surprising teams at the top. And Charles Barkley was talking low key filthy about that man right there, Donovan Mitchell of the NBA.
What do you say about it?
Huh?
Just tap on NBA. Go to home. I don't know where my phone at. It's a lot of there's some shaking up going on. Go back up.
Oh shit! I keep pressing it. I gotta.
I know the top right now. Top of the West, Jazz, Lakers.
Oh, that's right there.
Huh? No, that ain't the standings. Go to NBA.
You can look at the NBA standings, Eastern and Western Conference. Yeah, them Jazz at the top. Jazz is on like a 10-11 game win streak right now. They are doing
But you gotta think though, in the pandemic though, a lot of teams ain't playing, so
Yeah.
postpone games.
Yeah. And we gonna get into that too.
Let's say Nuggets was on fire. Quick. Hold on. I did. I just pressed NBA. It went to this. And I'm like, huh? Just go down.
No, he got the what's that?
We're gonna tap into this Eastern and Western Conference standings. We're gonna start with the East, people. Eastern Conference right now. They about 20, 21 games in right now. Top of the East right now, Philadelphia 76ers, 14-6. That's Embiid, Ben Simmons and them boys. Seth Curry and Danny Green there looking real good. Number 2, Brooklyn Nets at 13-8. Number 3, Milwaukee at 11-8. Number 4, Indiana Pacers at 11-8. Number 5, Boston at 10-8. Number 6, Atlanta 10-9. Cleveland is in the playoff race. You feel me? At number 7, we gonna talk about that man there that's doing this thing. They 9-10, and we got the Charlotte Hornets, number 8 seed, 9-11.
My sleeper team, I'm gonna tell you right now for the East.
And New York also tied with them for number 8 at 9-11. And New York also, they've been a surprise this year too. So let's stick on the Eastern Conference real quick and have my brother chime in.
My sleeper team, I'm gonna tell y'all right now who I think could potentially go all the way. But it's young, you know, I'm just talking shit. Atlanta rough right now. Atlanta got, man, they playing good basketball.
What
right
seed
now.
they at right now? What's they record?
They number 6 right now. They 9-10, but it can go either way because there's a lot of teams that they got 8 losses. They only got 9. You know what I'm saying?
And if you beat the teams that's down there, they only like 3-4 games
They
out of the
games back. It's
yeah,
only, you know what I'm saying? You lose 2 games.
You lose 2 games.
You switch the whole.
You can switch,
everything.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And with the pandemic,
yeah.
a lot of players be out. So a lot of people ain't running that full force. I know some teams only be running 8 deep.
Yeah, right. Because of the
You know
pandemic,
You know what I'm saying? You know how tired you're going to be when you running 8 deep. But to me, Atlanta and Boston, I feel like going to be.
Oh, I see it.
Gonna be
So where
the
y'all
top
at?
of the East. I don't really put too much faith in Houston just because I feel like it ain't a lot of they not
Who?
they got a lot of scores, but what defense they got?
Who?
Boston. I mean not Boston, Brooklyn. I just don't put no faith into
Getting
them.
back to the
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Their defense is not, they just got to play a little bit of D, man.
But you get somebody, you playing somebody like
Who?
Boston. That been proven in the playoffs. With
But
their defense.
Kemba got to stay. Kemba ain't been playing. He been playing every now. You know what I'm saying? He only played about 3-4 games this year. They really
I
ain't
think-
been looking all that.
I think Jaylen Brown lock hard up. Man.
You not for real.
Man, that jelly bean bodybuilder ass nigga, man, it's easy, man.
I don't think he's serious, y'all. I think he really, you know, can't nobody lock hard enough, bro.
I think Jaylen Brown, man to man, lock that man up. And look, little Hawks pick up, roll wind over. Man, what? Oh, them Wizards, them bum Wizards. Man, Westbrook over there throwing up bricks, man. They said he had a couple days ago, he had 163 shots. Well, he only got 163 points this year.
Hey, if y'all want to chime in, man, just
Who your sleeper
send a
team?
request.
Who your sleeper team?
So-
If you got something to say, if you think he's wrong or you agree, we'll chime you in. We give you 5 minutes to state your piece.
My sleeper team in the East, let me see that again. It'll probably be the New York, it could be the New York Knicks for me.
Why?
And I'm going to tell you why. New York Knicks, I'm talking about New York Knicks going to be a sleeper team far back to the playoffs. You mean, when you mean sleeper team, what you mean? Like,
I mean, like, might be low-key might go all the way.
oh, no, to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Well, I would say, I don't think it's not, for me, it's not no sleeper team. I think it's really the top 3 teams, really. It's Philly, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put Boston in there. I think Milwaukee, I think if basically Boston and Philly, I ain't got no sleeper, but I think Boston and Philly is going to be the teams to come out the East. Embiid you could tell he listened to Shaq. Remember, Shaq was dogging him all last year, like, stay your ass in that post. Or it could be Doc Rivers having him stay down there. But you see now,
you got different coaches.
he at MVP level right now. They've been talking about MVP shit. Even though the season is fairly...
That record dope, though.
Yeah, the season is fairly early, but you could see the efficiency of Embiid and him being more aggressive in that post.
Yeah.
Now, even though Ben Simmons ain't been shooting, everybody say he got to shoot this, that. They still looking good, because the thing about Ben Simmons motherfuckers don't know is, for them to succeed, really, he don't have to be a tremendous three-point shooter, because they got shooters everywhere. And you could throw Ben Simmons at the 1, the 4, the 5.
The dynamic of basketball changed over the years. It ain't. It's a. I would say it's a positionless league.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. It's basically a positionless league.
It's your best 5 on the court at one time. It's your best 5.
Like everybody can do everything. You got 7 foot. KD, 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they wouldn't have had that man on the wing. They wouldn't.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a positionless league. Like.
Yep. So yeah.
So you when I say that, I'm saying everybody put.
What was wrong with Embiid?
He just playing like a bum, playing soft.
No, I'm saying he's saying why you not playing though.
Just rest, minor injuries, yeah,
like you said, they rest motherfuckers now.
But yeah, because you know what I'm saying, they got that playoff, a daily,
got that injury management shit now, or low or the injury.
And then I say it's like a positionless league because a lot of people like a Draymond probably wouldn't be no factor back in the day. You know, I'm saying like back in the day playing with like different team because as far as they're trying to put him in the mold. What I'm saying is, to me, Draymond, I'm not, he good. I told you, like, Draymond is rough, like, as far as, that's why I said his position.
Like you said, he's an orchestrator, but he don't score.
But he can put it, he got to. He do the right thing. He play defense. He make the right play.
So he put niggas in. No, he's not even better than Robert Horry.
He put
niggas in position
at what he do.
Fine, bro.
He better at what he do.
Yeah.
So what y'all think about
Ben
Tony
Simmons is Draymond Green.
No,
why wouldn't he be? That's the same thing they do. You can't shoot. You run the team.
But Ben way more athletic, bro. Ben is dunk on your foot.
Okay, and that's cool too. But what I'm saying, that's cool.
Ben like Bron.
Draymond is diamond too.
No, Ben like Bron.
Yeah, definitely not like Bron.
He's a baby Bron.
You never disrespect the king. Don't you ever disrespect?
Ben Simmons is a. He just ain't came into it yet, bro.
Man, I'm about ready to go off cross dog. He ain't came in the way. Bron was doing Bron stuff in his first year.
Quick question though.
Baby,
hey, look though.
Quick
question. What y'all think about Tony Bradley starting for Embiid for Philly?
Oh man,
I don't know. We don't even know that.
Tony Bradley.
I don't know who that is.
Bradley.
That's probably another name.
Who is that?
Up there, like, I don't know. I thought Tony Bradley was a point guard, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's a new Tony Bradley.
When I say positionless, that's just like Jokic. Jokic, they point guard, bro. On the offensive end.
Yeah.
What I mean by that, like, he don't push the ball up the court, but every player runs through him as far as, like, what they gonna do. They run sets through him. Yeah. Not just for him to score, but for him to put other players in position. Same thing with Draymond. Draymond to have the ball, it's not for him to set up his points, but it's to set up, you know what I'm saying, for whatever everybody else does. Now once, and I'm gonna tell you, if somebody learn that formula and get out the fact they got to score, he'd be dope. Westbrook. If Westbrook focus on the team, what they got to do.
They do though, bro. You got to think about he average triple double. Like that's what I don't get. People say, let me see this real quick.
And he can average way more stats than what he's doing, man.
But let me
athletic.
But look, people say he's not a team orientated player. He got the team orientated stats. He averaged a triple double. What else you want him to do?
I don't know.
He scored. He get people involved. He play hard as hell every possession.
Maybe it ain't. Maybe.
You know what it is?
Bro.
He just one of them niggas where the thing about it, see, what fucked him up though was OKC. See, them niggas left too early in OKC, bro.
Yeah, they ain't blocked.
They went to the championship. They lost, but they was young boys.
They went to the and then
They went to the chip.
then when Harden left,
Then they battled with Kobe all the years after that.
What year was that?
Ah, ooh.
I don't know what 2010,
8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. Cause that's when they was battling with
Yeah,
the
they was young,
Lakers.
nigga. They our age, ain't they?
Yeah, they was young, man. You know, they went
They younger than
to
us.
like what else you want this man? Like he went to the chip. Yeah, they definitely younger than us,
They
yeah.
younger.
But they went to the chip. You know what I'm saying? This man averaged.
And then went to the Western Conference Finals with him and KD.
Yeah, is
It
that?
was up 3-1, and lost, and KD left. That's what he should have did. I feel like it fucked him up mentally too.
Who, Russell?
Yeah.
But what else you want this man to do, man?
It ain't nothing else he can do. He gonna go without. He's gonna be ringless in Seattle, buddy.
Yeah, he gonna be one of them niggas that not gonna have no ring. He got all the talent, and I like Russell, man. All right, so we just did Eastern Conference. We're finna go to the Western Conference standings. At number 1, nobody could have predicted this shit.
Shit, I could have.
Number 1 is the Utah Jazz at 15-4 in the Western Conference.
I got a question to ask though before you go on. I'm asking you this. How long is the season this year?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's posted there. I mean, I figured it's posted.
Who knows? Hey, somebody chime in. Hey, how long is? You know what I'm saying? What was that? April, end of April. I don't know if it's going into the summer or whatever, because that's gonna have a lot to do with it too. Like if it's a short season, that's gonna do better for them niggas like Bron and Beads. You know what I'm saying? They big boys. They need a lot of rest.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Every team's odds to win.
What the standings?
Okay. So we back on the Western Conference standings. We had Utah at number 1, 15-4. They're like on a 10-11 game win streak also. We got the Los Angeles Clippers at number 2, 15-5. We got the LA motherfucking Lakers at number 3 at 15.
Who the king over there, Juan?
Motherfucking Alex Caruso. Then we got.
You see, man. Yeah, Alex Caruso.
And then we got
The ball-headed assassin.
the ball-headed assassin that be banging on niggas.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Alex Caruso.
He a cram on your ass. That old looking nigga, he like one of them niggas you get the white back in the day. You be like, man, this nigga, bro.
And he only like 22
This nigga hooping in denim shorts. Like he ain't finna at the wide back in the day. He cram on your bull ass with denim shorts on.
Hey, Alex Caruso, man.
You feel me?
Man, Alex Caruso is. Hey, listen who he is. Let me tell you who he is. He Billy Ho.
He Billy Ho.
He Billy
Ho.
Man, he Billy Ho, man.
That nigga.
You might think he. Man, he comes in, man. He gonna get shot. Hey, nigga beat me with a nigga like him. All right, I'm going to the car.
Man, I'm going to the car.
I'm shooting
everybody.
He Billy Ho. Go keep
hustle
going.
me,
Keep going.
nigga.
Who passed it? Like, so that's 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, and 3. We got Utah number 1, Clippers number 2.
I'm most definitely gotta find that reference.
Bruh. Billy Ho.
That nigga
But he don't look like it, but he got it.
Okay, we got Utah number 1, Clippers number 2, Lakers number 3, Denver Nuggets number 4, number 5,
Clippers.
number 2.
Clippers number 2.
Yeah, they still doing that. Yeah, you know they. Doc Rivers, not Doc. I'm sure he's gone, but they gonna be straight. They got Paul, Kawhi. They are, you know what I'm saying. So
Another guy that don't show up in the playoffs.
okay, so we got number 5, Memphis Grizzlies. That nigga, that young boy, E-Rup, that we don't talk about enough, Ja Morant.
Oh yeah, he back.
Ja Morant is cold. I love Ja.
Hey,
I love him.
it's a lot of young niggas in the league right now.
A lot of young niggas, point guards too. Okay, Memphis number 5, Phoenix number 6, Portland number 7, and them Golden State Warriors niggas was talking bad about. They just snuck up to that little 8th seed, which I think motherfuckers said they ain't gonna make the playoffs without Clay. They ain't gonna make the playoffs.
I think
They might be out in that first round. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna get tired of themselves out of.
I think
they gonna tire. I mean,
Steph gonna Steph gonna He gonna have to do way too much.
If they do make it the first round, they come.
Yeah, that's why I said first round they gonna get smacked. They play the Lakers.
This will be the year Portland go a long way.
I hope so. I like the Lakers. I mean the Trailblazers. Even though they should be at least 4 right now. I would think, but like you were saying earlier, bro, when you look at the standings, a lot of teams only 3 or 4 games really from being number 1. Like you know what I'm saying?
And a lot of
it's so tight.
A lot of teams, man, the asterisk got to be the pandemic because a lot of teams don't be having the people they need to play, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The pandemic fucking up a lot of shit. A lot of teams not playing, they not practicing. So it's hard to gel. You got to think, if you playing 4 or 5 times a week, and you only get to practice once or twice a week, that should take a toll.
Like I said with Westbrook too, that's a new team.
Yeah, like a watch, like I was telling you earlier, like they didn't play for 6, 7 straight games because of the pandemic. Because they had to quarantine, because somebody had it, this and that. You feel me? And Western Conference, my sleeper team though, Houston Rockets.
What? Oh, you talking about because they got? I like dog though.
Let me give you my case.
Hold on, let me look them up real quick.
On the Houston Rockets. Now, you know who Houston got John Wall, they just got Oladipo, and they got DeMarcus Cousins, which I just seen the game and I I watched that game and I posted the shit on my Facebook page too, where DeMarcus Cousins was back to his old self, where he had 28 points, 17 rebounds.
Hello, Stephanie.
You know what I'm saying? When that nigga healthy, he the best center in the fucking league.
Shout out to my nigga Oates, man. My nigga Oates was the first Cousins, man. Big bully.
Shout out to Oates, first DeMarcus Cousins in the hood, my nigga. And Oates will hit your ass. He'll shoot that bitch left or right hand. You don't know what handed. You know what I'm saying?
Big bully.
So yeah, Houston Rockets is my sleeper for the West. You know what I'm saying? If DeMarcus Cousins can stay healthy, John Wall looking solid, Oladipo looking solid. They needed Harden to get up out of there.
I'm gonna go off of the limb and give y'all my sleeper team. The New Orleans Pelicans. Fly, Pelicans. And I'm gonna tell y'all why though. It's early in the league. They had 7 and 11, right? They had 7 and 11. Man, them boys.
They say before the season, this looked like offense first squad, but 18 games in, Houston defense.
Man, I'm telling you, they had 7 and 11, but like I say, they only 7 games back, man. Them, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to go on a losing streak, and them boys clicking right now.
You can win 3 games. You got the playoffs.
You can win 3 games. You got the playoffs. You can win and 3 and be in. And that's a dangerous team to play when you got them young boys that can. Like as far as in the playoffs, you got somebody that you can rely on a bucket. As far as what's the Ingram? Yeah. Ingram.
A lot of niggas hate on him, bro. I'm like,
man, Ingram will give anybody. Niggas in the league get Ingram their respect. Niggas, that's they scorer. Ingram gonna be the top, one of the top. Now he one of the top, but like once he get full form, cause he already got that attitude where like can't nobody take me. And he long and lanky and he tough. He don't back down for nobody. Then you got a nigga that only played a couple games. He was the #1 pick last year. What's his name? What's that nigga? Zion.
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion. The nigga that said he jumped off Mount Morris one time. He jumped off Mount Morris, landed on his feet. But anyway, listen. He erupted. Then you got, is it Lonzo? Lonzo ain't no hoe, man.
Lonzo coming along this year.
Lonzo ain't no hoe. Name another player in New Orleans. Cause I know
Lonzo.
They got they deep as a young team though.
They got Steven Adams. You know
what they remind me of?
Big hood.
Golden State had them three players. Not just because when they had Miss Richmond, how young they was. They had Miss Richmond. They had
Mullen and
they called her Run D3. Yeah. A lot of y'all.
Mullen, Richmond.
A lot of y'all know about that.
Y'all don't know about old Golden State with Chris Mullen, Tim Hardaway, Miss Richmond.
I'm talking back.
Run TMC.
What was that basketball game? Back when you only get to pick 2 players. He's on fire. Back when NBA Jam was popping.
Y'all know about Run TMC. Look that up, young dogs.
Yeah, look that up. Run TMC. There's a lot of people that follow us.
They know.
They heard.
They know.
They might know, but they might, cause y'all be fake basketball fans too, man. I be feeling. Listen, I ain't gonna disrespect y'all, but
no, disrespect them niggas. They know what the fuck they be talking about.
If you cannot hoop, if you ain't have a hoop, that's just like me. Like, if I ain't got no football background, I really can't comment on football because I don't know what y'all been with.
Can't talk about it.
I can't. But I hoop, so I know what it takes to. You know what I'm saying? Like.
We know when we see a nigga that's tight.
Okay,
like
look, I'm gonna give you all an example. Boom, we were just talking about this. It's a good topic. Players that don't play up to their potential. You got players with all the talent in the world, but they don't put the work in. You got the Rudy Gays. Oh my God. You got the what's my man that came out of UConn? Light skinned dude, man. God, he played for the Spurs. Anyway. You got players like Rudy Gay, who play on the same team as him right now? The dunker. DeMar DeRozan. That don't put that extra work in behind the scenes, like what Kobe was saying. Like
Andrew Wiggins.
You know, Andrew Wiggins. Like you gotta, man. What?
It's
Players that you gotta
top picks that you thought was going.
That certified.
You know what I'm saying? Rudy Gay probably the top one though, cause niggas thought
I got one
gonna be a
too.
superstar. Who?
Lamb.
Oh damn, Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb coming out of college. Jeremy Lamb had the potential to be a super fucking star, bro.
Jeremy Lamb was, and I'm gonna tell y'all.
Jeremy Lamb. Now he just an average little like 10 team type nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all somebody
that put that work in it, and I thought he reminded me of Jordan. Not as far as like the clutch and all that, but how his dunking style. That's just the only reason why he reminded me of Jordan. My man just got traded from the Pacers to Houston. Oladipo put that work. Oladipo had a jumper.
Yeah, you could tell.
Oladipo he was a driver. He was a backdoor screen, throw it up. You know what I'm saying?
Now
he put that work in to where
he was the vocal point nigga.
Right, to where he could shoot.
Give him the ball, he gonna create.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right,
that's
bro.
that work you got to be put in. And he wasn't even looked at as that dude coming out of college. But I knew, like, man, he got something special. Mm-hmm. Dude used to be banging on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's that work you got to put in. You know, a lot of players in the NBA don't do it, man. It's sad though, but they get that money and they like Bron. People wonder why Bron's still doing it at this level. Bron, the stiffest dude in the league.
Take care of his body.
You be like, man, why is he getting off with this? But he put $1 million. He invests $1 million a year into his body,
into himself,
his body, so he can be right.
Conditioning.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he the king. Don't ever disrespect Michael Beck with that. Don't disrespect him. I'll slap you on this podcast for the viewers to see. And I ain't playing out there with nobody LeBron. I'm gonna shut up.
But the
hey, him too.
I ain't worried about this.
Jaylen Brown, he alright. Jaylen Brown, alright.
What?
I like him, but I like him, but
what?
He alright.
What you got? What's wrong with it? You like him, but what?
I mean, I like him. He's a good player, but he ain't put the Celtics over the top type player. Like Tatum better than him.
That's Tatum's team, but Jaylen Brown is pimping to him. He can do everything Tatum can do, but not flashy, bro. That's the defensive stopper. He is block hard enough on my mama.
He will not.
On Leslie Norris.
He won't block hard.
Man, tag Leslie in this time, man. On Leslie Norris.
Mama know you lying.
Mama ain't know I lying.
She know you lying. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen ain't.
Hey, all right. I ain't gonna lie. Then, okay, look, we're gonna talk about the hometown team, y'all. Man, they want us to talk about our hometown.
Yeah. I think Mac
Hey, look, what's crazy is, look, somebody, nigga AD said, ain't nobody fucking with Detroit.
Right. Hey, and for sure, Detroit always get everybody past their prime. We done had everybody past their prime. From T-Mac to Allen Iverson to Blake Griffin to, like, why do we get, like, you know how they say, like, the next man's trash is the next man's trash. That's not true.
Yeah, right.
That's not true. But it's spoiled.
Hey.
We always get bummed.
That's crazy, dude. That's the best way I ever heard that shit played in my life, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Like, cause you be like, you was geek, but it was like,
I've never been geek. Derrick Wallen, he need some money somewhere. But he
but he ain't ain't the one that came
Nah, he
out.
never, no.
You know, that came out of Memphis.
I've never been a Pistons fan. You know why?
They passed him on Melo. You passed him on Carmelo
You
Anthony.
motherfuckers didn't draft Carmelo, and y'all want to chip though after
I'm on my
that.
phone right now.
But who the fuck would pick Darko
Over Carmelo.
over Carmelo Anthony?
Like, what was you saying? Like, look. I know.
What was that conversation? No, they was sitting there
I know. Listen.
drinking some gin, some cigars, or some shit. They was out their mind. First of all,
Nikolai vodka.
they were drinking Nikolai or something. And
Let me
like,
tell
you
you
know
how the
what?
conversation went. We're going to do the
Hey, so
conversation.
y'all watched, you actually watched the draft. I just remember when it
I'm
happened.
going to just tell you how the conversation went. My drunk ass.
just remember when
What
that
was
shit
my man?
happened.
What's my man name? It wasn't Lizzie Hunter. What's the nigga name? The GM at the time. Joe Dumars. This is Joe Dumars right here. Joe Dumars is like, well, they got Melo up. You know what I'm saying? We can get Melo. We can get Melo. He just want a chip. Motherfucking Isaiah Thomas called his drunk ass. He said, I got somebody over here. Yeah.
Nah, man, that Melo. The fuck you wanna get? Man, he wear cornrows, man. Cornrows. You know, these niggas that work, they be robbing niggas and all that. It's a white boy overseas, right? His name Darko.
Darko Milicic. And they went and got that bum ass nigga Darko Milicic. Darko dyed his hair blonde and told you niggas he was a real Eminem. He wanted to be a rapper. Man, that nigga was bum juice. They ain't even need him to win the chip. Like, Melo would have contributed, probably would have won 3. They won 2. They beat the Lakers. Well, Lakers was going through a lot of shit. R.I.P. Kobe. Oh, this was. But the Lakers got beat by the fucking Detroit Pistons, and Darko was at the end of the bench with his head yellow.
End of the bench.
The number 2, what, number 2?
Number 2.
Who was number 1 that
Or
year?
3.
Who was number 1 that year?
We didn't know who was number 1.
Who was number 1 that year?
Brian.
Oh, okay. LeBron James. Hey, Dwayne Wade was number 3.
Okay, so
Bosh
do
like
it matter? Do it matter to y'all what it actually when he got picked? You feel what I'm saying? Cause
No, cause real. If you know, like, dude, he just won a championship. Okay, so you got one in a lifetime niggas coming out of college, right?
Right.
Or coming out of
once
in a lifetime player, LeBron James. Everybody know he's gonna be one.
Everybody
number 1.
know.
Second to that, you got a nigga like Carmelo Anthony.
A freshman that went to college.
And won it. And with the man.
doing
that's what I'm
niggas
saying. So
crazy.
that's what I'm at.
So it wasn't no. And
It
everybody
shouldn't have been no conversation.
It wasn't
like
no-
why Darko? I could see if it was
Right.
maybe okay. You know what? Let's pick between Wade and Melo. I could probably see that. Or
But it was
Kurt Heinrich. Yeah, Kurt Heinrich and Melo. These niggas picked a nigga that's 17
We never
that
seen-
play overseas.
Now look.
That averaged 8 points over that bitch.
Now look, it didn't
That ain't
happen.
really, but he got potential.
Now it didn't happen. It didn't happen in New York, right? But it worked out. But he got hurt. The Porzingis.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a nigga like Melo that was coming out. So New York was mad, but Porzingis was the unicorn.
Right.
This nigga Darko was a big man, but he was
Left-hand
fucking
nigga.
trash, bro.
He was
The nigga highlights-
footed like
It
nigga
just-
wasn't
it
even
didn't
like.
work out, bro.
So when he picked him,
Niggas like, if you got a proven nigga, and this was around the time where a lot of college motherfuckers, you know, coming to the league, they was balling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers was, you know, but he was a freshman. I remember the first time I was watching North Carolina playing somebody, right? You know, you watching the game, bottom of the screen and shit, they got the little other games that's coming on, right?
Hold on. We got some people here, man.
Hey man, make sure y'all slam that like, man, share and subscribe, man, to the page, man. Make sure you new page that came up, man, is Cota Sports Talk. Make sure y'all subscribe to that, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Wall Street Vibe page.
yeah, the little
Like,
stat
share,
read.
hit the bell, hit it so you can get all new content and everything that pop up. All right, man, we back.
But yeah, like I was saying, that's the first time I seen Melo. I was watching some college game, and the bottom, you know, they showed the little stat stuff for shit, the shit other games playing, and it said, I'll never forget, this was like beginning of the season, that shit said, it said C. Anthony, you know how they show their name, it said 38 points and 17 rebounds. I said, who the fuck is that?
Now just to say that don't know college basketball, you balling, you hit 17 and 5.
Right.
Nigga, you get 20 and 5, you like, oh, this nigga said, it said 38 and 15. I said, what the
Especially
fuck?
now it's more accepted, but back then, It's
38 points for Syracuse.
Because you gotta think
Because it's a
of
certain tradition basketball.
no, it's a system.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
So they not letting you get off like that.
Right, a lot of teams,
unless you like
a lot of teams in
dog.
college like run zones.
Yeah,
You know
and it's a
what
you gotta share that ball. You
share the ball.
gotta, this nigga had 38. So look.
Do you think that that's why a lot of people ain't make it because of that? Because of that specific system that motherfuckers didn't like really want to cater to.
Certain, but you gotta adjust too though. You gotta know how to adjust. It's certain motherfuckers.
Do you think that shit helped out in the long run in the NBA?
Certain motherfuckers
I'm
though.
gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
That being in college doing that, you could be the man coming out of high school, but you got to learn to be a team player. Now that's getting you ready for the NBA.
Think about this.
That's
real
getting
quick.
you ready for the
Real
NBA.
quick.
Think about this. You in high school, right? You all state, all this shit, this and that, McDonald's All American. When you get to college to a D1 school, guess what?
Them niggas.
You ain't the only McDonald's All American. You on a team with probably 5, 6, 7, 8 other
That one nigga.
that was head of their state too. That was Mr. Basketball in their state and all that shit too.
So question: How do then those players shine over somebody that's like a Zion or LeBron James or?
Now when you bring that up, let me.
You feel what I'm saying? If so, how did you feel me?
Cause
Play your game.
when you a player like that though, see when you get to college,
How you figure out how to shine over that?
but college it's more. If you more talented than everybody in college, that shit really gonna show. To be honest with you, like you got a nigga like Zion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like what I just said. Like Zion, he played at this state. He played in this state in this city. He was Mr. Basketball. He's the best in this state. He went to Duke with other Mr. Basketball, this and that. But it's certain motherfuckers. He an exception.
He wasn't even the number one player coming out of high school. A lot of niggas don't know that.
Yeah.
The nigga on his team was.
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett was.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, so I don't know too much about where he come from. Where
Canada.
where he young?
He played for the Knicks now, RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
Canada.
He's starting to show this year. That's why the Knicks, bro, I was telling you,
How long
the Knicks
you been
were like
playing?
they looking good. Julius Randle, him, huh?
How long you been?
This is
playing?
second year.
Okay,
RJ
yeah, I
Barrett.
kind of. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right.
But
Like that's like a lot of niggas don't know Alexander Walker. If y'all want to look up a nigga that got game that I knew was gonna be cold,
That's why
Alexander Walker
trying to
is
trade Lonzo, bro.
yeah. Alexander Walker is a full package. He can run a team. He can score it.
I didn't know that.
Penetrate, drop. I
just peeked that 2 weeks ago, bro. I ain't gonna need front.
I've been on it.
I just peeked that shit 2 weeks ago.
Man, he can do everything. So it's like when you got somebody like Lonzo. Lonzo was number one player, but when you got a nigga that put that work in, like you say, you gotta put that work in. You in the gym every day, but you got all the skills. You put that work in, it's gonna take your game to another level. Alexander Walker was when he played for I want to say Florida State.
So y'all already named the top 10, right? Already.
It wasn't Florida State.
Y'all already named the top 10
teams or the top 10 players.
Top 10 teams right now.
Yeah, we already named.
Yeah, okay.
But man, you just got.
It's all on hard work and dedication. Like let me tell.
like when I was saying shit about Kobe, to bring up the Mamba again, R.I.P. Mamba, they was talking about the dedication he had in the motherfucking gym. And when you just look at certain interviews and people talk about him, they said Kobe was the type of motherfucker that eats, slept, you know what I'm saying, and breathed basketball. Like this nigga didn't leave the gym until he hit 800 shots, type of nigga like that. Like it was a story. This is the craziest shit I've seen or heard. Like it was one of his trainers, right? We're talking about the story. Kobe came in for pregame, right? Before the game, he's shooting that bitch. He's like, Kobe broke. He's shooting that bitch like, he just shot his little jumper before the game. He broke as hell. You know what I'm saying? They said Kobe walked up to the rim. This is one of the shooting coaches. Looked up at that bitch. Went to the motherfucking rim and said, hey, this motherfucking rim is 2 inches lower than it usually be. Or 2 to 3 or 2 to 5 inches. They like, when it checked it, that bitch was literally like 5 inches lower than that bitch. But that's how he didn't put in so much work and shots. He know like, man, my shit wet. Like, nah, he got so much confidence in this shot. He said, it ain't. When you be like, nigga, it's the rim, it ain't me.
It's another way too. It's another way you elevate your game. A lot of niggas don't really understand this. Like you got the
That's crazy,
you got
bro.
the Malcolm Brogdons or the Jared Dudleys,
Yeah.
or I say they player coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they might not have the physical attributes. You know what I'm saying? They might have not the physical, but you be like, why are they in the league so long? Why is Jared Dudley still in the league? because he knows 2 or 3 possessions beforehand what's going on. He's smart.
Holiday, I love Holiday.
True Holiday. He got the physical and
underrated,
you know what I'm saying? So
Holiday, the most underrated player.
You can put that work in the gym. You can put that work in the books. It's two, you know what I'm saying, or you can do both. Niggas like Kobe and Bron do both. So when they physical attributes started to fade away, they relied on that mental.
That
so where
Kobe
was winning games before the fourth quarter hit, to where I could rest because I know the playoffs coming. You feel me? Bron winning games before the fourth quarter hit. His team's been so trash. He got to go back out there. Kobe had to go back out there and do his thing, but at the same time, you got that mental to where you know the game inside and out. And it's just like, oh, I know what they're gonna do. I'll call out players like Draymond. You might be like, man, well, let's do the bump. But no, it's basketball mind.
Mental mind.
Man, probably one of the best in the game.
Steve Kerr got him on that court for a reason.
For a reason, man. Because
everybody like
going
take him
on.
out, trade him. No, Steve Kerr, what the fuck
You gotta think who he was under and
Steve Kerr got him.
who he was under all his life. Good coach.
So I can safely say I'm a Draymond right now.
I don't know, man.
Like for real, man, because that's how I kind of feel right now, man. Like as y'all explained.
But if a nigga say I wouldn't, man, Draymond got chips, buddy.
Yeah.
Shit. Draymond type of nigga you need on your team.
But I'm gonna say this: Draymond need good players around him.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. No, he one of them type niggas. Yeah, he can't.
He can't do it, but
yeah, if he around some bums,
he need people to score.
Hey,
he need people to score.
But that's how it
real
is.
shit, man. Hey,
that's how Robin was, nigga.
Hey,
you couldn't see Robin full potential without him being around some great players.
That's a new shirt. That's a new slogan. That's a new slogan. We need people that score.
We need people to score. Know your role.
Know your role.
Know your role.
Know your role.
Okay, beat it.
And we can all win.
Listen.
You hear me?
This is Juwan platform. This is Mac Bigger.
It's our
all this shit. I'm the bad guy. You gotta know your role sometimes in life and everything. We give you a life left for drop the jewels. You know what I'm saying? Drop a like, comment, share, everything. But anyway, know your role in life, man. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, my wife Jordan, I'm pimping. I'm coming off the wing. Whatever she throwing bounce passes, I'm dunking at it. You hear me? I'm throwing her oops, everything. But you gotta know your role. Cause your team, if you be like, man, I'm that nigga. But you got Jordan right here. You ain't giving Jordan the ball. You was a fool. This man ain't gonna lose.
And the coach will let you know.
Yeah, man, get your ass in the bag.
What the fuck is you doing? You feel me?
Know your role, man. And with that being said, man, I gotta go feed the family. I love you guys.
That's our last topic.
That was our last topic, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Cota Sports Talk, episode 1. We need more feedback from you guys. We doing this shit every week. This was episode 1. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have probably a different guest next week. We still gonna have the core people, but different guests every week. Hit my DM.
Hopefully, let me say this. Hopefully we're gonna have one of the most faithful Detroit Lions fan, my homeboy Juan cousin, man, be homeboy, man, ping that, come to the stage, Steven Shaft,
report to the stage.
The real Shaft, buddy, when you get through, man, Steven Ballhead Shaft, the Muslim Christian, buddy, the ham holy water, man. I'm telling you, man. Steven Shaft, man, he gonna come talk about how Mavs you don't need to leave. He got his jersey and everything, man. We gonna talk about it.
He got the Lions owner. He right on the email. He got the email. All the motherfuckers. So this Cota Sports Talk, man. Episode 1. Tune in next week. You dig? Holla at me.
Hey yo, make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe, man. Make sure you go to the page. There's new material up. It's gonna be up hopefully everything gonna be up by Friday. It's gonna be all during the week. So we appreciate you for tuning in. Everybody who commented is not gonna be overlooked. We appreciate it all. Holla at you.
That was a nice episode right there, man. Yeah, nice content right there, man.
And then we got the camera over there for the